We'll move on. AFC South. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh. What do the Jags need? It's a good one. I feel like they kind of need. They have. I mean, Lawrence has been getting banged up recently. I feel like they need another cornerstone. Maybe on the defensive side, they got Josh Allen. They got Tavon Walker. May or may not be that guy. A piece in the secondary would help a lot. I mean, maybe get that. They need that Jalen Ramsey sort of vibe back there in Jacksonville. So I'm gonna give them. I don't even know who's maybe like a Kool-Aid McKinstry or something. I don't know the best DBs in the upcoming draft, but I want to give them a nice big lengthy corner in the upcoming draft for Christmas. I think that's what the Jags need.
No gag gift. I want to give the Jags a playoff win. Just to give some hope to those men down there in Jacksonville. Specifically, I don't know if you watched Vine back in the day. Eric Dunn.
Oh yeah.
Still follow him on Twitter. Big Jacksonville Jaguars guy. I'd like to see them win. They're one of those franchises that have just been down in the rough. They had that fluke year in 2015.
Yeah.
But
that's what I was thinking of.
Or 2017 or something like that. But they had that fluke year. What you said, the Jalen Ramsey kind of led Blake Bortles. But I think a playoff win for Sunshine. Always been a big fan of Sunshine. I think he needs it, especially the way he's come back from this ankle injury. Everybody thought he'd be out for like 4 weeks. Comes back the next week. So they give them a playoff win. And for Doug Peterson. We love Doug Peterson. Next
Definitely.
team, Indianapolis Colts. The Indianapolis Colts.
You said this division. I was like, damn, it's gonna be a tough one. I mean, they could all definitely use stuff. I mean, they need a franchise quarterback.
Colts, they got one.
Oh yeah, dude, he's been hurt so long. I forgot. Anthony Richardson. My bad. I think he could be the guy.
He was gonna be like rookie of the year, but we were talking about.
Yeah, no, totally. But I mean, small sample size. He could be the guy.
True.
Could be the guy. Yeah, they got to keep his. They can't pull a Panthers. They can't, just let his number one target walk for nothing. They got to retain Michael Pittman. I think he's definitely number one. He's definitely a number one. I don't know 100%. If he's like AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, like Justin Jefferson number one, but he's right there, and he's been balling out. He's a lot better than I thought he would be in the league, and I think they gotta bring him back because I'm pretty sure he's a free agent.
Yeah, he is. Oh, that's a good one.
So I'm giving him under the tree with a nice team-friendly contract attached.
I was probably going to say brain cells or like a certificate of brain study for the team. I mean, the concussions, Pittman, Richardson, I don't know, gag gifts. That's all I got for the Colts right now. There's a good bit. There's a lot more I want to see with the Colts just because they were battling with injuries. I don't know exactly everything that they would need, but there's my gag gift. Dudes. Houston Texans, next team. Probably the biggest surprise of the year. Again, another team dealing with injuries. Still in the playoff hunt.
They need it. I feel like a lot of these teams need defensive difference makers. I feel like I'm using that a lot. But they got Stingley. They need I want to be, I don't want to be wrong on this. Let me look up. I think an Eric Armstead reunion with DeMeco Ryans in Houston would be great for them. They need a guy in the middle, and I mean, Eric Armstead was a beast when he's still a beast, but I think D'Amico Ryans really knows how to like maximize his potential. He's a free agent this offseason, so I just immediately made that connection, and I think that'd be a nice gift for the head coach. And yeah, I'd say he's the head coach of the future there in Houston. So keep him happy.
I like to give the Houston Texans a Rock, like the Rock, action figure. I would just like to see an elite pass rusher back on that Houston Texans team. Honestly, just a big old beastly man. Because their offense is fine to me. Tank Dell, Nico Collins, C.J. Stroud, Singletary. I can't give them anything offensively.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's awesome. I was like defense.
Defensively, give them the Rock. Give them someone massive. Just intimidating.
Exactly. Armstead, like, be another one. Like,
that's why I'm glad you said. That's why I'm glad you said that. On the same lines.
Yeah, man. That Texans team, it's crazy. It's crazy where they've like their trajectory is. It was like they were so down bad after all the Watson stuff, and having to trade away Hopkins. You're like, oh, geez, where is this franchise going to go? End up getting C.J. Stroud, plugging Tank Dell. So yeah, I think a guy like Armstead or just big guy in the middle there.
Big guy in the middle. Big guy in the middle. All right, last team, Tennessee Titans. Speaking of D-Hop.
Yeah.
Tennessee Titans.
What do the Titans need, man? I mean, damn. I don't want to keep dipping into the same bag, but I feel like they need a edge rusher. Like, they haven't another team that like hasn't had one in a long time, maybe since like freaking Brian Arakpo. Yeah, I think the Titans could use a nice. I think Mike Vrabel would like that a lot too. Big, defensive-minded guy. I think they could use a difference maker on the edge. Chase Young.
I think I'm gonna
comes to mind.
I like that. I'm gonna flip it over again on you. I'm gonna give a Rattler, little baby Rattler, and specifically for Will Levis, give Will Levis a new toy. He needs somebody else on there to throw to. I love D-Hop, don't get me wrong. I mean, Derrick Henry, we'll see what his future holds for him, but give the young baby, the young rookie, another toy to play with. Get a little keep him distracted, because all he has is the pacifier. That's D-Hop. That's all he has. That's all he's sucking on,
Yeah, man. A Rattler, maybe one of those like those like rings to like chew on.
And if you bring D-Hop and you get or if you bring back Derrick Henry and you bring in another weapon, at that point you might as well get the chair that has like all the little different buttons in it that you can just plop the baby in, and now he has all these toys to work with. So, I mean, depends what you want to do, but I know how Vrabel is. I mean, his decision he made with A.J. Brown, and then just to come up and get D-Hop make no sense to really anybody. So I doubt he goes out and gets one. But I think you need to give his little baby some toys to play with.